either would like to go into being a trauma nurse or a neonatal nurse.
Good morning, my name is Lauren. I'm going to be your CNA today.
I feel like this classroom has given me endless opportunities to do everything that I need to do, from coming in after school, before school, on teacher work days, everything that I can to just make sure that my skills are where they need to be.
And on the count of 3, have you push off the bed?
Once you get into Health Science 2 or Nursing Fundamentals, you go into the nursing home. If you don't care to take care of patients one-on-one, if you're not one that likes to do personal care where you're giving baths and emptying bedpans, that's a great experience. It's better to find out here in high school before you actually enter into program into college. We treat this lab like a regular nursing unit, so you have to make the grade. It's a competitive program.
I settled on being a kindergarten teacher for the longest time, and then I took Miss Burns' class, and she told me about Miss Lockey's CNA program, and I was like, ooh, I want to do that. So I wouldn't even know I wanted to be a nurse if it wasn't for the program.
Here we have the top of the middle skull, you have the top of the eyes and the forehead, and then you have the cap, which you can see in this section. So I'm part of the STEM career cluster, and so I picked that because I kind of want to explore different parts of engineering for the future. I really like the classes, they're fun, I can explore different things, they're very immersive. I get to do hands-on learning that I don't necessarily get in other classes.
So the cool thing about animal science too is that these students, now that they've had that basic information, they get to actually run the barn. They decide the health management for the animals. They do the vaccine program, they do the deworming program, they get to meet the veterinarian come out.
I go to class and it's a class that I enjoy. It's the reason I get up in the morning and go to school, because it's not something where you sit and you learn. You get up and you go outside and you learn practical things that are going to apply to your life.
In the ag classes, pretty much, we'll be coming out to the greenhouses and horticulture. We'd be tending to the flowers, we'd be transplanting flowers.
The leadership skills through the FFA and many of the career and technical student organizations that are offered, they go and do public speaking and parliamentary procedure and all of these things that kind of build them into better individuals. They can earn their pesticide applicators certification. There's beef quality assurance, many different certifications that allow these students to be a lot more marketable.
Mr. and Mrs. Kidd, whenever I got here, they were a really big help in getting me involved, and I don't think that I'd be anywhere near where I am today if it wasn't for Mr. and Mrs. Kidd.
I think Mr. Blues taught us a lot in this class. I really liked it, and it sort of picked my path to where I want to go after high school, so that was a big thing.
I chose the automotive CTE program because the class really stood out to me. I've learned more about what's under the hood and stuff that could help me while designing.
They get the opportunity to start, instead of starting at $7.25, they can make $9 an hour starting out, have experience what they're supposed to do in the shop. Then they can further their education at Sandhills, which makes it good for them going into the real world, into the dealerships and different independent garages. And they have certifications when they finish.
CTE is helping our students learn more about the career and technical education and all the careers that are offered here in our county, but also in the community. They are given so many different opportunities to learn how to write a resume, learn how to interview, learn what it takes to be in the industry, but also learn how to manage their finances in the long run with some of the classes that they have to take to get to the end result.